Let's talk about choosing a suitable grain mill Australia to use as a small flour mill for home use. There are alternatives for a wide range of flour coarseness, consisting of ultra-fine flour which assists make a lighter loaf of bread. There are a couple of different sorts of grain mill on the market, and also they grind wheat in different methods. All home grain mills allow the wheat berries in one end, and also flour out the other end. Wheat berries are what you call the grains of wheat. However, they use different techniques to turn the wheat into flour. This is important to understand when picking your grain mill, due to the fact that the grain milling approach can affect the tastes and structures of the flour it produces. Commonly, wheat was manually ground in between two strong rock plates. The burrs are two plates, one on top of the various other. One is repaired at the bottom, as well as the various other turns as the wheat berries are smashed as well as ground right into flour in between the two plates. This type of milling is actually the original means wheat utilized to be ground right into flour. Back before factories existed as well as roller milling originated. Generally, the burrs were made out of rock. The type of grain mill you choose to purchase really has an impact on the nutrition of the flour you get from it. Throughout the process of milling, unavoidably the temperature level of the flour will be elevated, and also if it's elevated way too much, it can have an unfavorable impact on the delicate nutrients as well as vitamins offered in the flour. A stone burr mill will certainly be your best choice if the nourishment variable is necessary to you. Look for ceramic corundum stones. I have some suggestions listed below. In fact, ensuring your flour is at its highest possible nourishment level additionally implies it goes to its most flavorful. Put simply, if you wish to have the option of a very great flour, after that a burr grinding mill is an excellent selection. An influence mill, although will get you fine flour, won't produce flour that is extremely penalty. Impact mills tend to be really loud. As well as this might be a consideration for you, especially if you have kids or senior individuals taking a snooze in the day. Although do bear in mind that the mill would not be kept on for a long length of time when you do require it. Particularly if you are most likely to mill a little each time as and when you need the flour. Electric versus manual grain mill. If it's important to grind the wheat without electricity, then hand-operated grain mills are offered. However, there are also mills that can switch in between electric as well as hands-on, which is wonderful if you are in a location where the electrical energy obtains eliminated from time to time, or you want to have the option handy just in case. Just burr grinding mills have the option of being hands-on. Influence mills are electrical only. What type of grains will you be milling? If you are planning on making use of the mill to grind wet or oily grains, then you'll require to get a mill that has steel burrs. The various other grain mills on the marketplace are not suitable for grinding any kind of wet or oily grains. A great resource for Grain Mill Australia is Living Whole Australia. You can find them at www.livingwhole.com.au/grainmillaustralia/.